Okay, dear guests, let me present the company, which is called Plario. And in fact, the company is from Tomsk, as I understand, from Siberia, which I usually call North Asia. We have a student from Wuhan city, and they're interested in applying education technology to math teaching. Now we have Evgeniya Krasnova from the company Plario. So please take your stage, Evgeniya.
Hello, Valery. Hello, dear students. Glad to meet here. Thank you for inviting me. I would like to tell a little bit about the product Plario, which we have been building, I think, already 6 years, for 6 years. And Plario is basically adaptive learning platform. And at first it was, just a little course of elementary basic math for universities. I will tell a little bit about this just in a few moments. So why is it adaptive learning platform and what's inside? As I told, we have been quite a while on the market, and our market is mostly universities in Russia and in Belarus as well. They use our courses that are built on the platform, and also the universities create their own courses on platform Plario. Where is AI? Is the usual question here. We use artificial intelligence in the form of Bayesian knowledge tracing algorithms. That is creating the graphs. So it's some kind of form of trees, but not the trees exactly, where the skills are interdependent. And this work takes quite a lot of effort from our company as a platform owner, as well as the university's experts as the subject matter experts. As of now, we have already more than 10,000 students learning at the platform, and we have now 8 subjects. Most of them are in Russian language, but we also have subjects in English, which makes them available for students and universities from other countries as well. So normal benefits that are suggested for the universities is, of course, digital transformation. It's quite important for our universities here in Russia. The most important benefit is personalized education, meaning that when the student is learning in Plario, the student has his own personalized learning trajectory, learning path. It's because Plario has diagnostic tests, and before starting learning, the student takes the test, and based on initial background, the system will train the student. And this means actually that students who know the math, for example, quite well, will need less time to study all the skills required to receive the mark, the necessary level. And if the student does not know enough in math, for example, it might take more time. Actually, maximum time that student can work in our system is about, I think, 40 hours, but it's really quite a lot. Normally, it's like 12 to 16. But, different students, different level of knowledge. And actually, why did we start this? We actually spoke to several universities, and our first partner, Tomsk State University, they shared with us the common problem, actually in lots of universities, not only in this one, that students, the freshman students coming from school, they have a very different level of math knowledge. And in order for them to study math in university, they need to have a good level of basic math that is studied in the school. But it's never, this knowledge is, all the students have different mistakes all the students have different knowledge, and in order to solve this problem, our universities here in Tomsk, they spent before, I think it's about 7 million per year rubles for the courses of basic math, and it was additional to the normal studies for the freshman students, for the first year students. And it was quite expensive. We developed the course of elementary math together with teachers from Tomsk State universities. And now they're using it for all first grade students to, I think they study in Plario for at least 2 months before they proceed to learn higher math. And we consider that quite a victory, because now the teachers in university, they don't really want to deal with it with its basic math, and now Plario can do all this work, routine work, of course. So that is where we started, and after Tomsk State University results, that was quite interesting for other universities, and we expanded our. So Plario consists of several roles. There's a student's workplace where students can see the assigned courses and progress on each module. Students can see the theory. Students can learn from theory and practice, and we have the feature. Meaning when the student does not know, when the students try to guess, the system shuts down, and for 12 hours, meaning that perhaps student is tired or student tries to cheat, and that's a kind of form of motivation also not to do that. So we have this mechanism built in. Also, students can leave feedback for every piece of content. If there, I think the first year we had really lots of feedback, but now it's almost perfect. But still, there can be some things that students would like to comment on, because the content is renewed every year. The instructor, that it's the teacher's workplace, is the workplace where the teacher can adapt the course for a particular group. I'm not sure if it's available in English for the instructor, but I think it is. So the instructor can assign individually, can assign the course to the group, can see the statistics, how the students are performing. And when the instructor sees the mistakes that the students make in the system, it's the signal for the teacher to explain this topic better, or if the teacher sees that everyone is performing well on Plario, then the teacher just uses the lecture and practice time to solve more complex and more creative assignments during this time, so make it more efficient. And another role is content manager's role. This is the role for the universities and the teachers who create their own courses. So it's available for such universities. So right now, I think we can add all types of content, including video. First, it was only, the formula and the text for the mathematics. And the thing here is that before you actually put in the content, you need to create this graph. This is the scheme that I told in the beginning, that is using Bayesian knowledge tracing algorithms to use in the personalized learning path. And actually, content manager is a very, very important person, just like all other team members, of course. What we offer right now, as I told, we have already ready to use courses, and we call it digital tutor. It's available for basic math, for higher math in English, and also programming, physics, chemistry, and biology in Russian. And also we offer to the universities the opportunity to create adaptive learning course on our platform. And right now we have vaccination. We have one course for, I'm not sure how you call it in English, but one college in oil industry created also their little course. So it's actually suitable for different kind of content, uh, mostly for universities. And as I mentioned, we have this basic math, and we offer to the universities every year, every September, to test their students completely free on basic math to find out what level of basic math your students have. So it's completely free. We offer analytics. We can test all the students, no matter how many of them your university has. So welcome in September. What concerns the higher math? Just for one moment. The higher math, we have I think more than 17 modules in higher math, which is used in first and second course, and it's also available in English. I think I'm done. So maybe just a few words about our company. We are like 20 years in business. And we know quite a lot about artificial intelligence and adaptive learning systems.
Yeah, great, Evgenia. You have a really good company and a good platform. Just a few questions. You mainly spoke about the higher education math. Really?
Yeah.
Do you have sample examples of using math teaching in K-12? I mean, in the high school or middle school?
Yes, well, that's a good question. We actually had an experience with schools in Russia, in Yakutia. This region is actually quite open for innovations in school. It was also good for the students, for the scholars of the last year. But the thing is that for our company, not commercially viable, let's say.
Okay, thanks. Understand. And other questions is, of course, you have a platform, applications, probably, I don't know, for mobile phone, and of course, can be compared with other platforms like Moodle or what other platforms are using in education technology, especially with artificial intelligence. Can you compare your platform, Plario, with other one?
That's a good question. We, as a company, we offer integration to Moodle because lots of universities use the system in their processes. But we integrate only as as a entry point. So we just install our link in Moodle, and the students just enter Moodle, and the teachers can see the statistics in there. But the problem is that those platforms, they are designed for linear learning, not adaptive, and that's the difference. So right now, we actually in universities, in higher education, we didn't find any, let's say, potential partner for collaboration in this.
Can students use ChatGPT in your platform?
Not yet. That's our next step, because our company focuses on voice technologies, also based on large language models. But in Plario, it's just a matter of time. I think we will be also integrating.
Good, great. And my last question is, do you have customers in China, by the way?
Not yet. Actually, we would be really glad to show our platform somewhere in China, because we know that engineering education in China is quite strong. Perhaps we would also be useful for, at least for the school. Maybe they have different. We would be interested to learn what schools and universities in China require.
Yeah, good question. good point. Okay, let me ask our students.
Okay, I got one problem. This exercise to help us to improve our math learning effect, like help us to make our marks in exams higher, and help us to control the skills of learning math.
Yeah, that's basically the idea of Plario, to improve the learning skills, to make it, but making it individual for every student.
Okay, Evgeniya, thanks a lot for this meeting. Nice to see you again, and hope that you will develop next steps in your platform, Plario. Thank you a lot.
Sure.
So
Thank you, Valery. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye-bye.